Tonight, a search on Lake Michigan turns tragic when officials pull out 2 bodies after a plane goes down. And recovery continues in Boscobel, how the community is coming together to help clean up after severe floods.
And we had record cold highs today, and a near record low is possible tonight. How much longer we'll have the chilly weather coming up in my 27 Storm Track forecast.
27 News at 10 starts now.
Good evening, I'm Danielle Lama. Jennifer is off tonight. Last month, the town of Boscobel was hit with the worst flash flooding in recent memory. Gordon Severson shows us how far the town has come since then and how much work still needs to be done.
We're so lucky that we have a community like this.
Chamber of Commerce has set up a PayPal account for anyone who wants to donate money online. They're also accepting donations through the mail. We posted that information on our web channel, WKOW.com. And now turning to some very cold weather, Lori.
Yeah, definitely feeling like fall today as opposed to late July. We had temperatures a good 20 degrees below average. Bring along a jacket, you'll need that, and you'll be comfortable.
Yes, hopefully people will take that advice. All right, thanks, Lori. Well, authorities say 2 people have been found dead after a small plane went down in Lake Michigan. The Coast Guard searched about a mile off the shore of Cudahy. The Milwaukee Fire Department says rescuers found 2 bodies in the plane underwater. Still no word on whether anybody else was on board, but the search continued tonight just in case. Air traffic controllers at Mitchell Airport alerted the Coast Guard at around 4 this afternoon when they lost contact with the plane. The FAA says the plane took off from Racine late this afternoon. Monona police are looking for a man they say sexually assaulted a 14-year-old. 33-year-old Damon Patton is wanted for first and second-degree sexual assault of a child. Yesterday, authorities searched a home on Ford Street in Monona in connection to the investigation. 25-year-old Desiree Chapman was arrested for failing to act during the sexual assault, among other charges. She's being held at the Dane County Jail. 2 shootings overnight in Madison happened just blocks apart. The first was at around 3 a.m. on the 800 block of Watson Avenue. A 25-year-old man was hit. He was taken to the hospital and in stable condition, but won't give police information about what happened. Officials say around the same time, a man in his 20s showed up at a business on Kingsley Way asking for help because someone was shooting at him. That man was not hurt. And it was a violent night in Milwaukee. A 14-year-old is dead and several others hurt after 5 shootings overnight. In one incident, police say a man fired shots into a crowd, killing a 14-year-old boy and hitting 3 others who are expected to survive. One man who lives on the city's north side where much of this violence is taking place says he's lost hope because of all this violence.
Night and day, whatever you see now, just turned it upside down. When I was growing up here, it's the opposite of what you see right now. It's just the opposite.
Those injured in the other 4 shootings are also expected to survive. A group was buying back guns in Racine today to get them off the streets, but another organization tried intercepting them in the process. The Racine Interfaith Coalition was offering $50 for people to hand over their firearms to be scrapped, but Wisconsin Carry members offered some people more money for what they felt were valuable guns that should not be destroyed.
We hope that their gun buyback draws in a huge number of people so that we have more guns that we can purchase.
They're gun advocates, they like their guns, and that's fine. We're not telling them they shouldn't have them.
Police were at the event, but it remained peaceful. The debate over Capitol arrests is featured on Capital City Sunday this weekend. Madison State Representative Melissa Sargent and conservative blogger Dave Blaska talk about what we've seen happen in the Rotunda this past week. Blaska says the singers are in clear violation of state code by not getting a permit, while Representative Sargent believes the U.S. and Wisconsin constitutions both protect the right to assemble and sing.
Anyone of any political stripe should be really concerned about the direction that this administration is taking the freedom of speech and the petitioning of your government, because the pendulum changes.
The public tantrum that they're displaying, I don't think they realize the extent to which they're turning off the people of Wisconsin. These are reasonable regulations.
We'll also hear from Congressman Mark Pocan about a pending House vote on student loan interest rates, as well as a number of initiatives he's introduced recently. Capital City Sunday airs at 9 a.m. tomorrow, right here on WKOW. And Congressman Pocan was at Madison's first ever Disabilities Pride Festival today. Those involved showcased their talents, ranging from jewelry making and artworks to musical performances. Congressman Mark Pocan was at the event, and organizers emphasized the importance of progressing the representation of the disabled community.
Not only can they be here and enjoy and celebrate and talk about their lives, but also make sure that we all recognize what we need to do to make sure we're being inclusive of every single person.
People with disabilities aren't just passive sitting in a chair, they're active, out doing things, and capable.
Volunteers want to build momentum in the future for celebrating the accomplishments of local community members with disabilities. And new at 10 tonight, the latest on a tragic bridal party boat accident. Police now have a person in custody as crews continue to search for the best man.